Hello and welcome to another random review and how-to. Today we're looking at the TicWatch Pro. This is a smartwatch. It includes GPS health sensors, music streaming, layered display with dual screens, a good battery life. I've seen between 2 and 30 days. It's a premium smartwatch. It has the Wear OS system by Google, which is the former Android Wear, I'm pretty sure. So a couple things. If you're looking for a watch that you can use that tracks your health and everything like that, this TicWatch Pro is a good thing to go with. Price on this right now, currently at the filming of this video, is $250. I have a link down below to that on Amazon, so if you are interested, you go through that link, help me out, help yourself out, everybody wins. So we're going to go ahead and open this. And there's your watch. That comes out, and also included in here is a wireless charger, which is something that I like, that you could just poke that on. It has a magnet in it. Also included is a very thick book with instructions on how to use, and that is all. There's no, although this is USB, there's no actual USB plug for it. So we're going to take this part out here, see what this watch looks like and feels like. This one has the leather band on it. I'm not sure if there's interchangeable bands. I would assume there are that you can use on this. So go ahead and pull that. Now I'm a kind of guy that likes the watches that are a little bit heavier. And this watch for sure isn't as heavy as it's going to be if you get one that has a metal band or that's made with different materials. So this is actually pretty lightweight. And I don't have a small wrist to begin with. So it's nice to have a watch that kind of fits and fills that up. And when it comes to the tech kind, there's not a lot going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold in, I'm not sure which button because I don't read instructions. Turns it on, I'm assuming it's one of these. Nope, we'll come back. So we got the watch started up here. We had to hold it in for about 5 to 7 seconds for it to turn on. Took about another 30 for it to load, and now it's doing its welcome screen. So tap to begin. Go ahead and choose a language. Here's an agreement. Never read those anyway. I've read it. So this is telling me right now to go onto my phone, which I have, and download the Wear OS by Google. So I'm actually going to stop the video. I'll show you the screen recording from that and show you how we set this up that way. So I'm going to go ahead and get it connected to Wi-Fi, allowing it to access my phone here and my contacts, my messages, pull in my calendar. So basically while you're going through that setup, you're probably going to go ahead and just grant it access to everything. That way it tells you everything that you want it to do. Now it says it's all set, so we're going to go back over to the phone. Alright, so I've taken a little bit of time to actually figure out how the hell to use this watch. I actually wore it around a little bit. I've charged it. It did come down, as I mentioned a couple times. I threw it on and it was going to take about 1 hour and 45 minutes to charge fully. So I let it charge for a little bit. I ran some system updates. I went through my phone and downloaded some apps, and it is very easy to use. So when it's sleeping, depending on the type of watch face you have set, this screen right here is going to change. So this will change anytime. If I twist this up, so if I'm wearing it, I twist it up, it should, but it's not. There we go. So I tapped it, and then there you go. You see that's the watch face I chose. Inside of the app on your phone, it has about, I'd say 20 to 25 watch faces to choose from for free. So you just choose the one you want. If you actually wanted to change it, you can just hold down on it here and it shows you different watch faces to choose from. So find one you like, tap it again, and then there you go. And you can see that it has changed, and it will also change on the sleep side of things. You can see there, so it changed a little bit. So that's it. Now when you have this watch, you have 4 different ways to actually get it to work. So you could drag it this way, and that brings up your OK Google stuff. So that's activated there, and then you have some different apps and things you can do. You can search. If you have your maps going, you can choose right from there. So to go back, you would just swipe it the other way. If you swipe it to the right, this is going to keep track of your steps. So like I said, I've been wearing it for a little bit. I got 837 steps. So that's there. If you swipe down, this has your settings. So it has a couple of your settings. You could set up your pay through this. You can put it on airplane mode. You can also put it in a energy saving. That's what that little watch is for. There's also more options there for you to choose from. So it is my birthday. People are texting me. And you can see that I swiped there. So there's one more system update it's waiting to do, but my battery's still a little low for it. So I'm waiting to do that. Again, if you swipe down, there's other settings there. It's a little tender to get there. So I'm gonna hit that other gear on top. And then this brings up all other kinds of display options, app options, different gestures you can do, your connectivity, accessibility, things like that. So the other nice thing, so these buttons on the side, you can push this button, and this is kind of like your back button, but it's also your app select button. So you push it once, it brings up all your apps. You push it again, it brings you back. So it's really like a toggle switch between the different faces and some of the different options. So if you wanted to go in here, you can see that I've installed some apps. It'll connect with your Play Store. I have an Android device, so it's connecting there. I'm sure with an iPhone, it would be connecting to whatever the iPhone App Store thing's called. So I threw on I think the majority of what I'm excited about with this watch is the fact that I will be able to golf with it and use it. So I found a couple different swing programs there with golfing that I can use. I've put in my contacts, my calendar. I've imported in some of the stuff that I will use with my email. I installed all of the health system things, so to keep track of my workouts and fitness and things like that. Another golf app, there's maps. And you could click on any one of these apps from here and it'll go ahead and load up those screens. So right off the bat, not using it for more than maybe an hour or two, going out with it and driving around with it, I thought that it was pretty cool. It's a good watch, not a lot of weight to it. Your sensors and everything are on the back here. This is your charging sensor. This is going to be the things that actually sense your health. And then here on the side, you can see, maybe you can't, there's a little dot here in the middle for your microphone. So whenever you're doing that, so here's looking at maps. That's not where I'm located, but it might be trying to, well, I guess that could be where I'm located. Let me see. No, that's, oh no, it is, but it's just a wacky orientation. So maybe I could zoom in on that and show you where I'm at in Ohio here. Yeah, I think maps would work a lot better if I went right where I'm at. I'm actually going to get out of that because that is not working the way that I need it to right now. So pretty basic setup. As far as technology watches goes, there's a ton out there. The Android watches are starting to really outperform what I think the iPhones are. I don't think the iWatch is much like, I'm not a big Apple fan to begin with, but their iWatch is very standard. You can't get a lot of looks. I've had the Gear Fit 2 watch, which I really, really liked. I used that for a long time and then just wore it out and broke one of the bands off, and you can't replace the bands on that particular version. So that's what I did. So here you go. This is everything with this watch. Again, really like it. If you like what you see here, you can click that link to find out more information below. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Get me to that 1,000 mark. We're on our way. So I appreciate you watching. Another random review and how-to. We'll see you next time.